Hey, listen, I just got an update moments ago from somebody backstage about this bombing in Boston, and it appears for all the world now. I don't know how many of you are out there on your phones maybe following along. Unquestionably a bombing. There were apparently 2 bombs at the finish line. Last we heard, 2 confirmed dead, some 49 injured, and many of those critically. There was a 3rd bomb at the JFK library that went off, no injuries there, and 3 other bombs that they found and defused. So it sounds like a really rough day in Boston, and when we get done here, I think we ought to close with a prayer for the folks back in Boston and all that they have been through today. But first, let's bring up somebody else to chat with you. Maybe you saw the booth back there for the Fair Tax Organization. How many are fair tax proponents? I don't want to stir up a mess here, fair tax, flat tax. I don't care. I just want something better than this steaming pile of dung they've left us with. Because that's all it is. Ladies and gentlemen, State Director for California for the Fair Tax Organization, please welcome Jim Donnell.
Thank you very much. I do care. I do care whether we have an income tax or a consumption tax, which is the fair tax. So 100 years ago, today was just a beautiful spring day. We didn't have government intrusion into our lives. We didn't have to fill out complicated tax forms. And then we did something that was unconstitutional at the time. They actually had to pass the 16th Amendment to allow us to impose income tax. And since then, we've been taxing income. And back then, it was supposed to be only the top 2 or 3% people would be paying taxes. The code was 400 pages long, okay? Fast forward to today, we've got over 75,000 pages of tax code that we're dealing with. That's taxation without comprehension. Truly is. Why did it go to 75,000 pages? It's because our people in Washington are selling tax code changes in exchange for campaign contributions. Right? That's why it's that complicated. And what do they want to do? They just want to tweak it more. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm a volunteer in this. I have a small business. I'm self-employed. I pay both sides of the FICA tax. So I pay the payroll side and then the employer's side. 15% right off the top. And then you add on top of that a 15-20% tax bracket. I'm paying 35-40% tax on this. If you think about, I did my taxes, and I know all you guys did that out there as well. I spent like 30 hours trying to do my taxes, and then I handed it off to my tax guy, and he charged me $1,000 to send it in. I know it's wrong. And if I get audited, and the IRS is obviously a law enforcement agency, if I get audited, really what you got, you're guilty until proven innocent, number 1. Number 2, you just say, well, how much do I owe you to make you go away? So we are being oppressed by the income tax and have for many years now. Americans spend $300 to $500 billion each year trying to comply with a tax code that not even the IRS understands. That's ridiculous. In addition to that, it doesn't tax the $1 to $2 trillion of black market economy out there. Drug dealers, prostitution, organized crime, those people don't report income and they never will. We're capturing nothing from them. But you know what? Those guys are living a lavish lifestyle. They're buying houses, cars, and boats, and motorcycles, and big screen TVs. We can tax them by taxing the consumption. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. The IRS estimates that due to non-compliance, people cheating or non-filing, it's somewhere between $500 and $600 billion that they lose. You know who makes that up? Us. Exactly. We make up the difference there. How many people have ever heard this? Oh gosh, I don't want to work more overtime because I'll just end up going in a higher tax bracket and pay more taxes. Anybody ever heard that? Probably even said it. Why do we discourage people from working? Why do we tax income? It's stupid. And how many people out there, how many people know exactly the percent tax that they're paying? Exactly. You know why? Because it's hidden from us. It's hidden in the tax code. It's hidden in the, our payroll tax. It's hidden everywhere we go. That's a fundamental problem. We need something that's different. How many people heard that major corporations don't pay tax? GE, for example. Between 2006 and 2008, I think it was, 30 major corporations paid more to lobbyists than they paid in corporate tax. That's a fact. More to lobbyists. GE, the poster child, paid no tax and paid, I think it was $84 million to lobbyists. Okay, who's making that up? We are. That's ridiculous. So, they want to tweak the system. Let's tweak it here and there, we'll make it better. They've tweaked it for 100 years. In 1913, the 16th Amendment was passed. We've had tweak the code for 100 years now. We can't stop, we can't continue to tweak the code. We need to throw the whole thing out. The entire tax code, the entire 75,000 pages, throw it out. And what we need is something that's simple, something that's transparent. People know what they're spending, they know how much money they're paying. Something that makes sure that nobody pays taxes to just survive in the United States. And something that isn't subject to abuse by corporations and rich individuals and politicians. Okay? That's called the fair tax. Okay? I actually have a copy of the bill. This is it. This is the entire bill, 133 pages, double spaced. You can actually read it, and that is the fair tax bill. So imagine truly lowering tax rates for the average American, families being able to save for family or for home ownership, for education, something that assures no one again pays taxes on the basic necessities of life. Bringing home your entire paycheck. Take a look at your paycheck next time. You see that line says FICA, that's Social Security and Medicare. 7.65% you pay, your employer pays the other half of that. Then you've got the withholding that's taken out of your paycheck. What happens if you actually added that back into your paycheck? How about this? Companies making decisions on what they do based on what's good for their business, rather than on what's good for taxes. Okay? Right now, I'm manipulated as a small businessman to say, well, what do I do to make my taxes less? Maybe it would be better to figure out how to make my product better so that customers would flock to me. I think it'll be great. So, imagine the ability to tax the black market economy. We could do all this. If we could do this, would anybody raise your hand if you'd be interested? Yes, I think we all would. I think it's great, and that's called the Fair Tax Plan. The Fair Tax is a bill before both houses of Congress. It's been there since 1999. Okay, we have 67 co-sponsors in the House. We have 7 or 8 in the Senate currently. We've got more support in terms of any tax bill on the Hill than anything's out there, including a flat tax, which most people have heard of and most people haven't heard of the fair tax. The reason, by the way, you don't hear about it is because our politicians don't want it. Because it will stop them from manipulating the tax code so that they get campaign contributions. Again, we've got roughly 75,000 pages of tax code. There's 30,000 lobbyists on K Street. What do you think they're lobbying for? Tax changes, right? That's what's making this hard, and that's why this is a grassroots effort, and that's why I need all of you to get involved. So, the fair tax is H.R. 25, S122. So in the House, it's H.R. 25. It abolishes all personal income tax, all corporate income tax, payroll taxes, gift tax, estate or death taxes. If you want to pass your farm on to your heirs, that's eliminated as well. Capital gains, Social Security, Medicare taxes. It fully funds, by the way, Social Security, Medicare, which we know is a house of cards right now, but in the fair tax it would be fully funded. Okay. Abolishes all of those and replaces it with a simple, transparent national retail sales tax. You pay your tax when you go buy something at the store, a new goods and services. Okay? So under the fair tax, again, it's all new goods and services. Used items are not taxed. Okay? So we don't have any double taxation type of stuff. Okay? So how does it work? Again, taxing new things. No taxes, by the way, it's not a VAT. Europe has a thing called a VAT, or value-added tax, where each business, at each stage of business, adds a little bit to the cost of the product, and then they try and recover it, and it's really complex. That's a value-added tax. So this is not a value-added tax, it's a tax at the final point of retail sale. Business-to-business transactions are not taxed under the fair tax. Another thing, people say, well, you know, tax the occupiers. Give me a break. Occupiers say tax the corporations. Corporations either manipulate the code and don't pay tax, or they pass the cost of tax on to you and I. It's a line item on their balance sheet, right? And all those lawyers and accountants and everybody that they employ in order to try and comply with a tax code that is arcane and incomprehensible, they pass that cost on to you and I, the people, in the form of either lower wages for the people working for them, okay, in the form of higher costs for the products, or in the form of lower dividends for their investors. So, you know, corporations really don't pay tax, and if you want to increase the tax on them, it's going to come back to us anyway. That's ridiculous, okay? So, the estimate is there's about 22% built-in cost built into every product that's made in the United States that you and I buy. And that's the increased cost because of this tax compliance, okay? The fair tax is a national retail sales tax. It eliminates all that. It's 23%. So you pull out that 22%, add back the 23%, things are a little more expensive, but you would get your whole paycheck. So I'm done. I would love you to stop over at the booth over there. If you think this is a great idea, please come get some more information. Please sign. We've got postcards you can send on to your folks, and on to the Congress people. And thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about time to wrap things up here.